Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Leon at Backpacking Foods, and today we've got a little first review or initial look up. I want to say review because I've not tried it yet, have I? So yeah, we'll have a look at this light. So yeah, I've been kindly sent a torch by Acebeam, and well, let's get into it. Let's have a look at it, shall we? So yeah, here we go. So we've got the Acebeam K1 mini torch. It's literally my hand. Oh, you can't even see, can you? There's my hand. So as you can see, it's not massive. I don't have big hands really. If you went off gloves, I'm probably at a medium. Now let's have a look at this. So here is the Acebeam. So we've got the white light, we've got UV light, we've got rechargeable 14,500 battery, which is included, and it's also compatible with a AA battery. And as you see here, it's a K1 mini EDC flashlight with 3 light sources. That's the actual torch. Got the usual scanners, as I call them. We've got WhatsApp, we've got the WeChat and the Facebook. If you want to follow more for more information, scan over that. If you want to with your camera, there you go. If you want to have a look, you can pause it, hopefully get a good view from there. So again, you get 10 years warranty with this one. That's perfect, that. As long as you don't lose it or get it crushed, 10 years warranty. That's, you're basically saying we'll guarantee. It's a bit like Kia. You know it's not going to go faulty. That's why they offer you 7-year warranty. So, shall we get into it? Let's. Right. So this is what comes with it. So there's the torch. Nice like teal green colour. Please remove. Important. Please remove. We'll have a look at that in a second. You get your instructions. Let's pull it out to the max. There you go. So I'll have a quick butchers at this in a second because I have no idea about this torch whatsoever. So we're learning a lot as we go along. So yes, what have we got here then? So you got your warranty card. And we've also got the product certification. Again, English and Chinese. First off, the K1 is built from aircraft grade AL 6061-T6 aluminium. So for you guys who like the stats and the specs, and you know what it is, you know what it is. So something like out of Terminator, a T6. Now it's military grade, HA3 hard anodizing, and it's designed to be tough. So let's have a look at this flashlight. Like I said, it's an EDC flashlight, and it claims to pack a lot of functionality into a small body with the white light. It's got a green beam and a UV light, dual power options and more. As I said before, it has 3 light sources. It has a white LED 6500K with a maximum output of 1000 lumens, which will throw about 223 meters. Like I said, that's a bit of a distance, that. So I'm going to test that out. There's a field near me which you could probably put 2 football pitches on. So yeah, that'll be a good little test. I'll give that a whirl. So it does have the white light, as we just said. It has a green beam, which is what you could use a green beam for. Precise targeting, maybe. I don't know, if you want to point at something. Say you was at a school, you could point to the board. Basically showing. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. My probably dogs, or if you've got cats, chuck it all over the floor and let's see if they chase. I'll try that one out. And it also has a UV light, which is good for detection and stains and fluorescence. So I'm not going to go into it, but you could say, let's say you go to a hotel, you put your UV light on, you open your covers, not to be a bit nasty, but you don't know what you're seeing. If someone says, I've got a clean toilet, let's put the UV light on. I'm not going to show you that because you never know, do you? I don't want to embarrass myself. But yeah, if you're out in the wild, you could check for scorpions. In fact, is a good example. I've never seen a scorpion yet, but we can always try it. I've never tried the UV light in open fields before, so it's worth giving it a try. Now the power and charging, like I said, it uses a 500 rechargeable battery, and with its built-in USB-C, which I've not seen yet, so we'll get to that because I've not seen that. That's hidden somewhere, so I'll get into the nuts and crannies. Oh, it must twist off, but I'll try that in a second. But you can use AA batteries as a backup, so if it does run out and you take a couple of batteries with you, perfect, slip straight in, which I'm gonna say does fit here. There we go. Yeah, so the battery's not on there, so let's pull that out anyway. Now it's quite light. I did have my torch that I lost. It's definitely lighter than that, and it's smaller than me other torch as well. And this weighs at 77.4 grams, and that's including the battery. And it measures roughly about 4.33 inches. Like I said, I'll put it in my hand. Oh, I'll put it in my hand, and you can see, just a bit longer than my fingers, really, probably 1.5 inches. And the diameter is 25.5 millimeters, and the body diameter is 16 mil. So you can see we've got 3 different switches. So we've got the UV light, we've got the green light, and we've also got the white light. And with this, you can just switch with your little bezel to whatever one you want. Now we're going to do the actual light itself. Does this? Ooh. So it's just right, blinded me. Right, okay. So basically, what you do, you push your button. That's bright, as in super bright. That's your 1000 lumens. We do it again. I can't even see anything. That is low, and that is medium. I'll test that against the wall. Let's just switch the lights off. So there's medium, that's bright, and that is low. So as you can see on the floor, just do the floor version. So like I said, this is low, medium, bright. Alright, and we know this has a strobe. Now I believe if we switch that on, I don't know what I'm on now, I'm on UV. Hold on, let's put it back on the light. We put on the light. Oh, let's do that again. And if we twist that, nope, I'm not doing that right. So something I'm not doing right. Hold on. Do it quickly. Sorry, I couldn't do it properly then. But that's what you do. Sorry for blinding everybody then, or giving you an epilepsy fit. We'll put a warning on. But that is the strobe light. So it's a little bit warm. That's expected, especially if you've got 1000 lumens. It is gonna blind you. But yeah, so far so good. So as we was talking about the actual white light performance, like I said, the full output is impressive. definitely for something fairly compact. At 1000 lumens you do get a strong beam and a nice throw, but the heat will kick in, right, after a few minutes, definitely. So the green beam is very useful for pointing or signalling in daylight or twilight. It's not super powerful compared to the white LED, but it does what it's meant to do. The UV light, this is where the K1 adds value. It's useful for checking stains, like I said, scorpions. Definitely if you're into that business. Authenticity, I can't say that word. Authenticity, in fact, let's just say, do you remember when the police used to come to your house and say, right, you've got a pen, write this on the back of your TV, it's your name, and you can't see it. You put that UV light on, your name will stand out, or whatever you've put on there. Authenticity, I can't even say that name. Can't even say that word. But yeah, but the only thing is, the UV is power hungry. So don't use it all night long because it will go dead. And that's where the charging comes into play. So the USB-C is built into the battery handy. So no external charger needed. So this must be for this then. So I've not opened this up, which I should have done right at the beginning. So we do get Acebeam. So you can wrap it around your hand, like so. And that's quite nifty to, you know, you get the little pull toggle, keep it nice and tight. And then you do get your charger. Now, I have still yet to find where you charge this thing up, because I definitely can't see anything. So that doesn't come off there. I'm going to undo it. I don't know about you, but I'm a bit puzzled. Hold on. Do you know what? I've just spotted it. I saw something caught my eye. I would never guess that is your USB-C. Oh my god, that's clever, but I would never have guessed that. So that's where it charges into. Now, don't lose that. If you lose that, you kind of buggered. Oh, it's quite stiff. That's proper in. Oof. Wow. Well, I like it and I don't like it. Because like I said, lose that, you're just on normal AA batteries, which is not a bad thing because it'll still work. But at the same time, it's pretty cool, you know. But to someone who's, well, I'm not all that tech savvy, but someone who's not tech savvy at all, might have a bit of an hard time finding that. So yeah, if you do use your AA batteries, just remember they won't last as long as this battery. So just bear that in mind. But if you do have one of these and you're going out, say like a wild camp like I do, or you go to long hikes and you're using torches, or you've only got a hand torch, just remember to bring a couple of backups just in case. Now, the build and the feel of it is actually solid. It's robust, and it does come with a good clip, you know, so you can hang that up onto your actual shirt, pants pocket, belt, and it should stay, you know, that's really stiff. The anodized finish is resistant to, or resists scratches more than the basic aluminium. But if you put this, say like you put this on your shirt pocket, you'll know it's there. It will hang. You know, it's not heavy, but it's not like a keychain, which if you've not seen the video, go and watch. But yeah, it's just a standard torch. a bit of a weight, which is, I like, you know, a bit of weight in your hand. It feels like you're actually holding something. So going back to the natural nozzle, so the switching and usability. Now the switching of this it's got a magnetic mode switch, which is clever for selecting which source you want. Now the tail switch works well for toggling and brightness in white and UV. There's a learning curve here, right? When activating the strobe, it does require twisting between the modes fast or a specific motion. So I wasn't doing fast enough before, but I did get it eventually. But you do have to be quite quick, because it does move on this part instead of that. So that's why we're fiddling about. But yeah, do it pretty quick. I'm going to try it now actually. Yeah, so I got it first time then. So yeah, you're just going to be pretty fast on that. So what works well with this? It's a great multi-tool. It's got white, green and UV sources, which means you're covered for many situations without carrying 3 separate lights. It's strong. It's got a strong throat and brightness for its size, especially when you need something light, something far, you know. This K1 definitely delivers. The USB battery, it's a smart design. It's portability because you don't need to have a separate battery charger. It's got good durability in rain and dust. The build actually does feel premium, and the clip does make it carryable. It has an IP68 rating, so it's dustproof and waterproof for 2 meters, up to 30 minutes, and it has a drop resistance to 1.5 meters. And the finish resists abrasion and corrosion. So it does have 3 settings for the lights. So on low, it's 9 lumens, which will probably last for about 60 hours. The medium is 200 lumens, and it's got a run time of about 2 hours 40 minutes. If you want it on high, that will be 1000 lumens, and it'll throw a distance of about 223 meters, but it doesn't last that long. It's looking here 1 minute to 30 minutes, so it's not really that long, and I'd imagine that gets very, very hot. But it's cool. I like it. Yeah, but if you're not going to use it, then maybe it's not for you. But I'm not saying don't go and get it. So we'll have a look at this. I will test it over. In fact, you know what? It's coming up to winter season now, so it's perfect now for testing. So I will give this a good run while we go out camping, walking the dogs, you know, whatever, the garden. I will give it a good try. Proper put it to its test, and I'll give you a proper feedback. Probably, let's say, probably after Christmas I'll come back to it, or in fact if you watch my videos, I'll tell you on the videos as we're going along what it's like.